Hi, good afternoon. Matt Thomas, Thomas Group Realty. I'm here with one of our star agents, Chad Austin, and we're going to talk with you about the March of 2018 market report that's recently been released. So Chad, now that you've had a chance to look over the numbers, can you talk to us about some of the changes?
Absolutely. So one of the numbers that stood out to me was that the median sales price rose by nearly 21%. So in Alachua County, the median sales price is at $225,000, which is up about $40,000 from where it was last March. So what that means for sellers is that the price has gone up significantly on what they're getting on their homes that they're selling right now. We've also noticed that the median time to contract has decreased by nearly 30%. So it's down to about 36 days now for the time to put the home under contract.
Excellent. Was there anything else that jumped out at you?
So also I did notice that the active listings in inventory decreased by around 8%. So there's not as many listings as well, which is another thing that's affecting those numbers.
Great. So current active inventory in the market at just over 800 when we were at 900 this time last year. And then so if there were no new listings that came on the market today, how long would it take us at the rate that homes are selling for there not to be any more active listings on the market?
So our current month supply of inventory is at 3.3 months, and that's the number of months that it would take us to sell the current inventory that's active listings, given the pace of the home sales that we're seeing right now.
So 3 months supply of inventory. Is there an indicator for what makes it a seller or a buyer's market?
So generally we like to see it around 5 to 6 months. Anything under that amount of time is a seller's market. Anything above 5 to 6 months is a buyer's market. So at 3.3 months, we're definitely in a seller's market right now.
Great. Okay, so now if I'm a buyer looking to buy a house today, being it is a seller's market, what does that mean for me, or what should I expect?
So there's obviously a lot of competition for buyers, so the main thing would be ready. Have your financing in order, have your pre-approval letter ready to go. It'll just help when you submit your offer to be more competitive and show the sellers that you're a serious buyer and that you're ready to go.
Okay, and now let's talk about negotiating room. So if I'm a buyer looking to buy today, can I still get 10% off the asking price like I was getting in 2012?
With a seller's market, that's more difficult. What we've seen in Alachua County is that the list price to sales price ratio is around 98% right now.
Okay.
Which means that on a home that was listed at $200,000, they're expecting, based on those numbers, to get around $196,000.
Okay.
So
So
not
if
as much room, based on where the market is showing for the pricing that the sellers are getting right now.
Okay, good advice. So be prepared financially, be prepared mentally for what I'm going to pay for the house, and then as a buyer, I shouldn't have any problems, right? Find a realtor like you to help me.
Absolutely.
So Chad, in today's market, would you say that there's a certain price point that is more active than others that might be selling faster or getting closer to the asking price?
We're certainly seeing homes that are priced under $250,000 going very quickly right now. So I would say the sweet spot's somewhere between the $200,000 to $250,000 range for listing your home.
So if I'm looking to buy in that range, be prepared, there might be multiple offers.
Absolutely. There's a lot of competition for homes in that price range right now.
Great. And now something else that I noticed on the market report in comparison to maybe 6 years ago when the market wasn't doing so great is that the distressed market was really active. Looking back at March of 2018 in comparison to 17, there weren't any closed short sales when there were 4 at that time the year prior. And then REO, bank-owned properties, there were 7 closings, and then we had 18 the year prior. So I think that's good for everybody that, as property values continue to appreciate, that we're not seeing as many distressed sales. Would you agree with that?
Absolutely. And off of that as well, one thing that's interesting is this is the 75th consecutive month that we've seen the median sales price rise, which is another indicator of where the market's going. So in about 6.5 years, this has been a steady increase on the median sales price that we've seen.
Awesome. So great for our sellers and our buyers 7 years ago.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate you spending some time with us today. Please keep the Thomas Group in mind when you're looking to buy or sell real estate.